Today, speaking feels completely natural to us. But once, there were no languages in the world. Humans did not yet know how to understand each other. First, they used their hands, faces, and bodies. Perhaps communication began silently, like this, because survival required them to understand each other. A sound in danger could save a life. When the same sound was repeated, it gained meaning. Others began copying that sound too, and a shared meaning formed within the group. Communication became even more important during hunting. A warning sound could change the movement of the entire group. Sounds for food gradually became shared as well. A sound for water could mean the same thing to everyone. Different groups, however, began developing different sounds. Children learned all of this by watching the adults. An object was repeatedly connected with the same sound. Sounds slowly became representations of objects. Humans were no longer just making sounds. They were communicating meaning. Different communities began developing different ways to communicate. Language was used not only to speak, but also to teach. People could pass hunting techniques to others. Knowledge began moving from one generation to another. Humans also began communicating through images, and humanity's collective memory slowly grew. Sounds were repeatedly connected with specific meanings. Different sounds emerged for water, food, and danger. A warning sound could make the entire group react. Children learned these meanings from the adults. Then they passed what they learned to their own children. Communication began expressing much more than objects. Humans could plan things they would do together. Events that had already happened could also be shared, and stories began to emerge. For the first time, humanity could carry its past through words. Even distant places and unseen things could be described. One person could share an experience with another. This made cooperation incredibly easier. Images also began supporting spoken information. As communities grew, communication became even more important. Hundreds of people were now beginning to live together. When different groups met, a new problem appeared. They often used different sounds for the same things. Yet humans found ways to understand each other. They listened, copied, and learned from one another. As societies grew, more information had to be shared. People were now telling longer and more complex stories. These stories were passed from generation to generation. But human memory also had its limits. People searched for ways to preserve information permanently. At first, information depended entirely on memory and speech. Then simple marks and counting methods appeared. As agriculture developed, societies became much more complex. Food and goods now had to be recorded. Symbols began to be used more systematically. Cities grew, and the need for information grew with them. Humans began leaving marks on clay. Over time, these marks became more organized systems. Goods, animals, and products could now be recorded. Human memory now had a physical record beside it. As writing developed, ideas were recorded as well as accounts. Spoken words could now survive after the speaker was gone. Different societies continued developing their own symbols. Each society described the world through its own communication system. Sounds, gestures, and symbols began working together. Communication became increasingly systematic. Humans could organize more and more information. As societies became different, their languages changed too. But the purpose never changed. Humans were still trying to understand one another. Over thousands of years, communication changed enormously. We moved from sounds to symbols, and from symbols to writing. Today, we can speak to someone on the other side of the world in seconds. Now, we can even communicate with machines. But what we are doing is still the same. We are trying to be understood.
Don't forget to subscribe and support. Until the next video, thank you so much. Goodbye.